Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Marianne's Mystic Mentions. I am Marianne, and it's very, very nice to have you stopping by. If you're new, welcome. If you are returning, thank you very much for returning and taking the time. And feel free to like and subscribe. I am a tarot card reader for those that are new, and I do like incorporating different modalities and divinities, such as the I Ching coins and card messages that I read daily. They're a quick message, sometimes depending on the amount of moving numbers, which provides the amount of messages. And also I don't know, throughout the years I've had a lot of interesting perspectives and recognitions of the messages that they do give, and they are in a different dialect, so there's a little more thought process that has to go into it, but it's also metaphorically said, so there's just a lot to it, and I like sharing that with you. And then today is Monday, December 30th, 2019, and I'm going to do the weekly overall energies for 5 of the topics that I will go along and explain as I'm doing that. But today we didn't have any moving numbers with the I Ching coin messages. So the card we did get, however, because there's always a message regardless, is Con, and it is number 20. And the title is Contemplation. And when I finished with the tossing and writing out the hexagram and realized it was contemplation, I thought, I like that for the end of the year. You know, doing those last minute thought processes to get us moving from this year to the next, and deciding very clearly and decidedly how and what we want to bring with us and what we don't. And so the above part of the hexagram is sun, wind, wood, and gentle. And by the way, today had sun, and it was absolutely and is absolutely gorgeous out. And then below is Kun, earth, receptive, and heaven. Now, Con intimates he should be like the worshiper who has made his ablutions, but not yet his offering. With sincerity and dignity, he inspires trust and respect. Those are words to think about in your situation, in someone you know's situations. I always ask a question, overall general. That's the answer that comes out. I always encourage you to ask a question of your own if you want, from your own private sacred space. And so that is the I Ching coin message, and it's a very nice one. And then we're going to move into the, like I said, the weekly tarot. So I'm going to continue to use my Art Nouveau tarot, which I received for Christmas, and I really like it, and I want to put as much energy into it as possible. They're beautiful cards, and they're very comparable to the Rider-Waite deck. So easy to see, to understand, and to decipher for you. So we're going to shake them up and shuffle them a bit. And when they start to stick is usually a good indicator for me. I do this all the time. I like to shuffle a little booklet in there just for spice, you know, like a little salt and pepper. Anyway. And then I wanted to share with you something else too. I have this beautiful necklace that I received from my son's girlfriend. Her name is Courtney. She's a really wonderful, thoughtful person, and I received it, and it reminded me of opal, which is my birthstone, but it's moonstone. I've had some earrings that were moonstone, but it's so pretty, so I'm kind of wearing it just to share with you. And I have, really quickly, I have a whole list of all the different gems and stones and crystals and what they represent and how they help us energetically. I just wanted to read to you quickly about the moonstone. It says, moonstone brings peace and harmony. It is balancing, introspective, and reflective. So those are some pretty cool words to equate to the moonstone. And then I had told you I'd gotten some other stones from a beautiful neighbor, some neighbors of mine. And they are the tiger's eye, the how do you pronounce that? Carnelian, and the red jasper. Those are the two names I couldn't remember right off the bat. I've seen them many times and I don't have a great memory for those kind of things. So red jasper. Wow. You know something? I'm not seeing that. Maybe I'm not seeing. No, it's actually not in here. But I'm going to read the two that are. So the carnelian, how do you pronounce that? That I was talking just now? Carnelian, great for meditating on happiness and dream fulfillment. And supportive in opening the heart center, good for kaphas. Now, I'm not sure exactly, but I studied up on, what am I trying to say here? 1 second, bear with me. My thought process is left. Ayurvedic. I used to do massages with somebody who was, you know, my master, for lack of a better word, in Ayurvedic healing. And so he showed me the methods of using the oils and such. And I know there's 2 or 3 different types. There's kapha, pitta, and vata. And I believe that's what they're saying here when they're talking about the kaphas in life. So there's that. And I'll look up the red jasper at some point for you too. But actually, no. You know what? What am I thinking? The card came with the little bag I got in. It's right in here. It tells me exactly what it is. I digress, but I'm interested. The red jasper is a stone that can help you trust yourself, release self-judgment, and value your unique abilities. Red jasper adds in resolving difficult situations. Oh, where is that thing? Oh my gosh. I gotta hold on to this. And can be used to ground and stabilize the aura. Using jasper can bring helpful insights into view that can help you progress towards set goals or to understand why change may be necessary. Okay, that is such a beautiful definition and explanation, and it couldn't come at a more perfect time. And that's what my neighbors are like, though. They know me, they are actually clients, and this is just so fantastic. And the 3 of them together, amazing, right? This one's staying in my pocket for now, just saying. I have other ones in there, but no, we're going to keep this in there. And I think I might incorporate just sharing with you the different crystals as we go along as a side thing as well. I just got that insight. I think it'd be great. I have a lot of the definitions. And you should try it. It's really cool. Now, when I got those, I did set them, I think I told you, in sea salt overnight. And then when there's a full moon, you want to recharge them and they have even more energy and impact. So anyway, let's get to the heart of the matter here. As far as our overall energies for the week, general. The first card is going to be representing the overall energy, and that is going to be, it's the world. 21 and ends up being 3. We were in a 3 year. The world is actually a beautiful card in so many respects, but predominantly I want to say that it's about completing a cycle and starting anew, having the whole world in our hands, going forward, maybe traveling to distant places that you haven't gone to, further than just, local. Could be that though too. It's a whole maybe changed thought process of your life, maybe literally moving from one home to another. It's major arcana, so it has a lot of impact and it has a lot of importance to all of us. This showing up is an overall energy, which I think is perfect for right now. And it can be whatever we would like it to be. So know that ahead of time, I've said it before, I'll say it again. This is not a fortune telling, oh, this is exactly what's going to happen. These are guides that tell us about energies that are around us. How we deal with them is absolutely up to us. And I just want to make that really clear to you. That's how I feel about tarot and astrology. And yeah, I believe that these energies affect us. I know they do. I've felt them, and certain times I haven't felt them at all. If I know ahead of time there's a possibility of these things occurring and how they may affect me, I make sure to work with that and do what I can to make it as easy a an occasion as possible. I don't know how else to word that. So that is the overall energy. The next energy is going to be the possible obstacles. So So let's see what we have for that. Oh, it's definitely sticking. Wow, another major arcana. And now we have 20, which is 20, of course. And it's judgment. And I just have to say, judgment is, I don't know, I love this. It's making those choices. It's making a decision. It's upright, as I prefer to think, and I really believe this. A judgment that has to be made is going to be the right one, even when it doesn't feel like that at first, because changes can be awkward. They can be, a little bit difficult at first. They don't have to be, though. They can be fantastic. You can be like, that's it. That's where I'm going. Possible obstacle is how that would be framed. Is it something you're wanting to do? Are you resisting something? A judgment is being made. It could have something to do with the court case. You may know about this. It doesn't necessarily always have to. Don't be alarmed about it. There are some interesting aspects. You see people coming from the graves, if you will, from just this final decision that's being divinely guidedly led. With the archangel, I believe, I want to say Michael up there, but it could be someone else. I don't know that for sure. Tooting his horn and saying, this is what's happening. And moving forward with the knowing of something and not questioning it anymore. Solid, love it. Possible obstacle doesn't have to be, nothing has to be, but sometimes there are obstacles. 2 major arcanas. What else does it have for us? The third would be we're going with the health, overall health energy for this week as we enter into the new year. Well, other than the normal things, just being very careful if you can about moderation and what you're eating and whether you're getting enough rest, getting that water and so forth. The simple things, of course, go to your doctor because, I am not a doctor. And then, so overall health for everybody right now, general. Another major arcana. Ooh, do you feel the power with this reading so far? We have the Hierophant. And you know what that's about? It's about tradition. Now, in a romantic setting, you would think, oh, somebody might be getting married. And that's not out of the question even under the health category. But it really isn't leaning towards that. It's leaning towards doing the standard traditional things to keep yourself in good shape, good form, mentally, physically, spiritually. It could denote some kind of, institution. If you're knowing about going in for surgeries, just know it'll be done in the way that it needs to be done. And upright, this is a good, positive, helpful guidance for us, okay? Ask people, ask your doctors, ask anybody, a mentor if you're having concerns, because there's always somebody that can help you, okay? But basically tradition, overall health, do the things you need to do that you can do, and then seek help with the things you can't. 3 major arcanas. And these cards are so gorgeous. Wow, I love them. And that was 5. 5 denotes changes too, so yeah. Let's be the change we want to be, right? I've heard that saying many times. Let us be the change we want. So then the next is under the category of love, overall general love for this week. Now this would be from today, the 30th through the 5th, which is Sunday. And the overall love, it's not a major arcana, but it's beautiful. Now, I would have thought this could be under, and I think this happened last Monday. It's funny. Different deck. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I lean towards finances with this, and it's kind of understandable because the pentacle represents coins, and it represents the earth signs, which are Capricorn, which we're hugely affected by right now with many planetary aspects in Capricorn. From Saturn to Jupiter to the Sun to, I want to say Venus, but definitely Pluto. So Pluto, Saturn, Sun, Jupiter, and did Venus go into, no. Don't let me confuse you because I made a mistake again. And I said Mercury, but it's actually, Sagittarius is going to be going into Mars on the 3rd of January. So forgive me for those little errors because I don't mean to do them, but they come out anyway. Ace of Pentacles. Now, like I said, so I think of it as a practical earth sign kind of quality, which we're in and under the influence of very strongly and will be throughout the 2020 year. But I also look at it as an absolute gift. And I look at it as a gift from maybe somebody who loves you and wants to provide for you, or maybe change something somehow in your financial situation that would be helpful. Let's say you got married, you'd have a joint bank account, or you would have the opportunity. That was an earthquake. Just like, I'm keeping that on camera too. Whew. Maybe it's the reading, I don't know. It was a minor one here in California. You know how that can be. But anyway, moving along as long as I can. This is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful card. So hopefully you know about something that's going to be happening in your love life that will be advantageous, and it doesn't have to be about money. But that there's some great relationships happening, and even if it's new, which, by the way, the aces absolutely represent the newness of it. So that's beautiful. And that is under the love category. Number 1, boop. Maybe your love of your work, your love of your money, your love of your opportunities coming in, making those decisions, starting fresh. That can be about love too, right? Loving ourselves so that we can therefore love others and what we're doing. I love doing this. And then last but not least, financial. We'll see if it comes, a card comes up like love. We'll see. I'm not going to lie, I'm still a little shaky about the earthquake. Okay, just let the little ones come though, right? Because then they just kind of, I'm told, alleviate the big ones. We'll see about that though. All right, so last but not least, overall, for our financial for the week. Okay. Well, it's not a major arcana. We have 3 major and 2 non-major, but it is a beautiful card nonetheless. I'll set it right here. And it is the 3 of Cups. So the only thing I can think of with this right off the bat is celebration. I mean, the 3 of Cups is emotions and happiness, and we've gotten together with our families, and it's been pretty amazing. And that reminds me of love too. In fact, this is very much a deja vu. If you want to look back on last Monday, which would have been the 23rd of December, we had the same lineup. In the love, financial seemed to be more predominant, and in the financial, love. But the cups don't have to be love. There are emotions, of course. And they are the water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. But the financial, I think, could be going out and having fun and having the money to do so, and maybe getting gifts of money to go and do a few extra things that you haven't been able to do during the holidays, planning on a trip you can do with your friends, your family and whatnot. It looks like with 3, there's always cooperation and whatnot from other people. You hope it's cooperation anyway. And then you are able to put together maybe some ideas to better your finances. Certainly maybe putting some more aside and saving for fun times. Because this is a positive card. It looks as though things are going to be fine financially. And if you've overspent, just be a little more cautious in January, you know. But just know that there's a lot of love around this financial thing. So things seem to go smoother when there's love involved anyway, in all areas of our life. Money, health, you name it. And that's the overall 5 cards general reading for this week. But I'm not going to finish yet. I'm going to do one more thing, and that is add the attractor card, because it's important for us to have that saying in our mind that we can use as a mantra on how we can best manifest into our lives the things that we want to. And that's what these cards are about for us. And I always put this one back for some reason, but it is the author, and these are Gabriel Bernstein, and the artwork is by Michaela Ezra. And Michaela should definitely get kudos on that, because these are gorgeous cards. So let me just shuffle here. And I just want to thank you again so much for being a part of this channel. Those of you that have tuned in, it's new and I'm working, and I actually talked to somebody today who's going to be helping me in the new year with a lot of the stuff that needs to be done. I just really wanted to do it and get it started, and I have like 70, this will make my 78th video. Just trying to feel it out and feel what's important. I mean, there's so many things to do, and I won't be going anywhere. I want to do this for as long as I can with the intention of readings for people, connecting with people, sharing things that I know and hopefully are uplifting, because that's my whole purpose. Even during the times that are a little challenging, because we all have them. What is today's card for us? Well, it looks really pretty. I haven't pulled this. This is a new one. I let an inner sense of quiet multiply each day. I kind of getting emotional right now. As I strengthen my faith in the love of the universe. And there's just a bunch of beautiful hands connecting, because what's better than connection, like I said, and being able to connect with people on all different levels. So those are words to live by and to think about, and to, take a picture of, copy, think about, repeat on a daily, and just see how it changes your whole vibration and brings in really great stuff. I thank you again and enjoy doing this for you, and I will be back tomorrow for your 18 coins and your daily overall message and attractor card. So until then, take good care of yourself. Tomorrow's New Year's Eve. We'll talk then, okay? Until then, bye for now.